Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our journey and learning one more Chinese expression a day. Recently, we came across some very positively meaning Chinese phrases. I hope you can go through all of that. Just reading such characters, phrases, expressions make me, get me uplifted. 神清气爽, like we want to attain that state of 神清气爽. Every day if we can, right? Because it talks about you have the clarity in your mind and your breathing is energetically, positively energized breathing. So that's 神清气爽. We have today of this 爽 character in 爽. Why? Well, if you see, I call it ABB structure. Chinese do have reputation, like exactly same sound, same character, repeated right next to each other twice. It's not a grammatical mistake in Chinese. It becomes part of the use of language. It almost gives like a double size of the same character, give it a certain energy to it, right? It also sounds like it emphasizes it. When we say 爽, like it's not there, right? We have to say 爽. Why? Okay, so as a result, I mean, it's not as a result. It's related. Similar phenomenon of Chinese main name and their child with the given name, same character repeated twice. So it start to, sound like a ring bell. It become more fun if you have the same sound. And some like more, I guess, more better literacy parents may give their children similar sounding names, a given name, I guess, same sound, but with different characters. So it sounds like a musical, like a kung cha cha, right? Like a three beat thing, like a 爽 right? It has a certain rhythm to it. But when you look at the character, it gives you richer meaning because it replaced the second repeated same sound character with some other meaning, right? It's like, wow, it's more information there. Any case, let's get back to the phrase 爽. Why? Okay, 爽, I translate it as comfy, but in the previous expression in 神清气爽, here I translate it as bright because bright was its original meaning. That means this shape, or probably I can do this side. This shape is human figure, generic human figure, because it's a two-leg standing being. That's the definition of human, what it means to be human, because it's two legs standing. And then this horizontal line is simply the arm reaching out. And then two crosses, according to scholars, it doesn't mean cross something out. It doesn't mean cancel something or kill something. It means the torches or light sources. So somebody who's carrying either under the armpit or hold in hand two torches, like a double torch in each hand. That means it's super bright. So imagine ancient times, actually, ancient times when there's no electricity, there's no lighting by electricity, right? It's oil burning. Probably there's candle burning as well, but some, it's a small, dim light source. When it's dark, most of the time, you cannot do anything much, right? Like reading is a hard thing when it's dark. So when somebody have four torches coming in, that's almost like a festive, right? It's almost like a wake-up call from your, otherwise pretty dark and sad, low energy sleep time, nightlife. This is like, enlivened. Somebody who is going to give you a show or something, right? Carrying four torches. So that's instantly by this illumination, a ramp up. It's called amp up the energy level there. Four torches, not like four tiny candles. So somebody holding a lot of light in hand. So this gives you the contextual meaning from the character, the visual depiction. And I translate as a comfy. It means something you enjoy doing so much. It feels exciting and comfortable as well. I guess comfy is not a good translation. strong. Why? Okay, so when you're so in tune or when you're so enjoy something you're doing, Chinese would use 爽. They can use just one character, 爽, by itself. That means I'm having fun, I'm having a good time. So that's 爽, like having a good time, but that's too long. So I translate it as a comfy. I guess it's appealing to you. Like you're well entertained. That's 爽. Okay. Why I translate it as off balance? Why this character, contemporary one, made out of this and this, except they are stacking up, right? It's more efficient in space saving. So we want to save horizontal space more. So when there are two characters, two components, we stack them up most often. So this stacked up means 不正, means not square, not centered. 正 is like I'm facing you, the screen. It's facing in the right orientation, like facing straight on, spot on. That's 正, because we have this 3-toe foot symbol oriented toward this goal. This horizontal line means the finish line or wherever your destination, wherever you want to go. So you're facing toward there. You're not off track or distracted. You're spot on, going on track, right? So that's 正, like you are goal oriented. And then this is a 不, that means negation. So, okay, I repeat it so many times because this character showed up a lot in our expressions. It means no, it means negation. Came from this bird, supposedly a bird-looking thing, that's facing the sky. Because I realized something. I may come up with a different expression, but now the story is not fully in my mind yet, but what the heck, I could just throw it out. So a few episodes ago, we came across the character Tom. And when we express Tom, we have, well, I guess it does look different. That one is pointing upward. So this convex shape next to or have a spike, a needle pointed from this convex shape, have this. So this shape, it means enter. It means going from one space. Supposedly this convex shape is one space. And then the spiky thing is, it's easier to enter into a space with kind of interface or resistance, right? You kind of puncture through. And then this through part is the new space versus the convex part is your original space. So when we have a horizontal line, now it's a stylized kind of a gravity facing, like a downward. That is indicating of this is about this new space. This landed on the new space. And then we have this horizontal line is almost like the starting point of the original space. So this original space punctuating going to a new space. And this big horizontal now stylized into kind of a drapey arch thing is an indicator of, okay, imagine this is the original space, the new space, and then this indicator going horizontally. That means we're talking about the new space now. We already departed from the original space, which is here, right? This is the original space. Now we're moved to this space. So in that way, it's a departure from the past. Enter into a new space. It's a negation to the past. New theory, okay, I don't know, okay. In any case, this whole character means a negation, whether it's a bird flying toward the sky, refusing to come down to the earth. Okay, that's one explanation. Now I come up with a separate negation, explanation about coming from this original space, going to new space, and this horizontal line actually placed on this new space. Therefore, it's a negation to the original space. almost like I came from China. I moved to America. Now America is my new home, my new country. Now I'm American, right? So that's a negation to, sadly, my Chinese. But I'm doing this also to hold on to my cultural heritage. It's a very rich heritage. There's no sense for me to cut myself off my path. I'm still on the long lineage of my culture. Okay, then this is a contemporary rendering. Now, the original one, according to the resources I've looked up for, it's not shown. But it's shown here. This symbol is kind of a close, kind of a proxy of what could have been this original rendering, which is this one stacking up to this. But this one, I can explain it quickly as well. This is a standing up person, you can see. We have this person symbol standing up like that, right? So when we have the two legs separated like that, and then we have the arm kind of depicted, it almost like a more fully volumed person, not a stick figure anymore. It's a more volumed person. So that's a kind of standing up, like firmly on both legs, kind of like a distance, your hip distance apart, kind of firm standing, steady standing. So that's a standing image. Now, the right side is a symbol from ancient cooking practice. We can view it as this. The top horizontal line is the lid of the cookware. The circle is the pot itself. And then we have a kind of stove structure over there. And somebody crossed it, means I guess it's not empty. It's a solid piece over there. So I guess some charcoals or whatever the burning material is over there. And then so there are three legs propping it up. So that's the ancient stove depiction. Now, this symbol, a few episodes ago, we came across this one and means somebody's feet is walking on a shoes, so that you can keep your feet, your sole, off the ground. You're not touching the ground. So it's kind of a footwear, ancient times footwear. So now we have this footwear on one side, and then the pot on the other side. That almost depict the violent moment when somebody is kicking the pot off the stove, right? It's a little bit stretch, but this kicking pot off stove means it's off balance, it's off center, it's not directly sitting over the stove. It's wasting of energy, right? I would imagine ancient times cooking still expensive. It's not like turning off your gas. It's not that easy. You have to pick up your woods or burning material from far away, right? Put together food. You don't want to stay off center. So when the food kicked the stove off center, that means something is off center. It's not right above the fire. So when paired with standing, I mean somebody who is not standing straight or center, it's off center. Therefore, I've translated as off balanced. So now comfy, but off balance, what do you mean? Okay. I guess this is a contemporary Chinese expression because it's not a four-character formation. And in ancient Chinese, classical Chinese four-character phrase expressions, we don't normally see the same character repeated right next to each other. We may have the two character in the same phrase, but it's separated by, like, pair it together with some other meaning, not right one after another character, same character back to back, not like that. So I guess 爽歪歪, and also the value, the cultural value expressed here is not ancient. This is contemporary. This came from consumerism. This came from encouraging people to enjoy life, to have either food or activity or whatever kind of consumption as an experience, because it's important here. It's not just eating. I mean, eating is part of experience, right? 爽歪歪 as an experience-based consumption depict that, like, you're kind of putting yourself a little bit off balance. putting yourself at a little bit of risk. That's how you can feel the energy level is high, that because you have your stakes in, right? You taking a certain level of risk. You kind of not your regular normal life. You're going somewhere, experience something new, and it's pleasant for you. I guess the risk level is contained, and therefore you can enjoy the new, the novelty of the experience without being harmed from it, because hey, everything is well designed, thought out, and it's a consumer economy and to sell you on that experience. And that 爽歪歪 is used in this. So I'm using this boating picture simply to depict what kind of activity that can be classified as that can make you feel 爽歪歪. Okay, cash into the currency of thinking about one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.